So I wanted to make a video responding to something Amanda had posted, regarding the LSAT and law school and my experience. And I'm not going to go too much into my experience personally because I want this to be beneficial for you. And what I went through might not be what you are going to go through or have went through. But let's just talk a little bit about what the process is. As an aside, I just got back from, I had a 5-hour mediation today. We settled. It's done, but it got a little testy, but we settled. So client's happy. I'm very happy. It's, 3:30 and I'm home for the day. So anyway, all right, LSAT. First, go register with LSAC, LSAC.org. Okay, that's most important. Get your profile, pick what schools you're going to apply to. Check for your times and testing centers. And then once you've done that, get all your materials ready to study for this exam. It's a study one. I registered for the LSAT and then took it 2 weeks later, which was dumb because I thought it was like aptitude. I'm like, hey, you either know it or you don't. You can't study for that. That's not accurate. That's not right at all. You can 100% practice and study the kinds of questions they're going to ask you. It's logic games, analytical reasoning, and reading comprehension, if I remember correctly. And then there's a writing portion that's not scored. The LSAT is one of those necessary evils. It was super hard for me. That's why I did my whole series on AMP. I took it 3 times. At that point, I was like, I don't know if I'm smart enough to go to law school. Like, I don't think I'm going to do it because I didn't think I had what it took. The good news is that the LSAT is not that narrowly tailored to what learning the law is like. There are some parallels as far as like when you have to watch how many hands a deed transfers to before it gets to the owner. Things like that. You can see why they teach logic games. But by and large, man, you just got to learn the rule of law and apply it to an exam at the end. The LSAT is just kind of one of these, hey, let's weed out the people who aren't serious type of exams. I took it 3 times. I think you can only take it 3 times in 2 years. I exhausted that. It was super difficult for me. I never quite grasped it. I have a friend and other friends actually who are taking it for the first, second time. So I guess it's still as hard as it was when I took it about 5 years ago. And when you translate that into law school, it's like night and day. Law school, just sit there. Use your horn books, okay? Don't sit there and read and brief every case. That'll take you all night. Don't do that. That's my advice. Don't do that, okay? Don't reinvent the wheel. Don't make work harder for you, okay? Law school doesn't teach you how to be a lawyer. Not even close. It just teaches you the law. So learn the law. Learn the rule of law and then apply it to the exam at the end of the class, okay? Be prepared to talk about class. That's fine. Be prepared to get cold called and have something to contribute. But to sit there and read Justice Scalia's opinion on X versus Y, no, don't do that. You're not going to understand it, and it's not going to be the best way to spend your time. Law school, you got to condense a lot into a little bit of time. And the way you do that is by studying smart, not studying hard. Study smart by getting your hands on some Emmanuel's books, or do I even still have them? Like, yeah, look right here. Case note, legal briefs, property I did, civil procedure. I don't even know if I bought the book for those classes. I just used that. A lot of the seminal cases that you're going to learn in law school. Do I have any more? I don't know if I have any more. I don't think I have any more. But I have like horn books and study guides for every class. That's where you're going to get your knowledge of the law, okay? I'll be totally honest. While I was going through law, but now that I can look back, and especially the Bar 2, which I'll make another video on, now that I can look back, man, that was a cakewalk. It was awesome. You see your friends every day. They tell you where to be when. They tell you, hey, we're drinking at this bar tonight. All the students should come. It's fine. You don't have quizzes. You just gotta trust that you know what you're learning just for one exam at the end. Law school's hard to get into, but it's hard to fail out of. Does that make sense? I think you have to actively try to not do your work, really not talk about the right issues during your exams to actually flunk out of law school. Yeah, you might get a C, but who cares, right? I settled the mediation today. I made my client a lot of money. I made the firm a lot of money today. Nobody asked me, but what did you get in torts though? Like, what was your grade? I don't care. I'm a lawyer. That's all. That's your end game. Especially when you're studying for the bar. So I'll keep the video. I'm trying to keep it under 10 minutes. I'm not trying to ramble on, but I'll say this. LSAT, necessary evil. Get 150 or higher to feel good. Pick a school, go. Law school, it's one of those things. I'll tell you to relax now. You won't do it. You'll stress out. You'll read every case, even though I'm telling you to buy a case briefs book. And then your second semester will come around and you'll be like, oh yeah, Kris was right. Okay? So don't reinvent the wheel. Just get it done. It is a means to an end. That was generally my experience. I thought I was drowning when I was doing it. I'm like, what is this? I don't know. Like, I thought I failed every exam. I didn't, obviously, and neither will you. It's fine. All right? New videos coming up soon. Goodbye.